Hi, good afternoon. These notes are on like terms, and Polly Panda and Carl the Chick are going to join us today. So page 58, and let's get started. If you open up on the inside of the notes, we've got a few things that we need to fill in. So like terms are a set of terms that have the same variables, which are letters, that are raised to the same power. Also, just please put a note in here. Constants are also like terms. So make sure that you think of the variable as the first name and the power as the last name. Think of X as a regular candy bar and X squared as a king size candy bar. So what we're going to do is we are going to look at the following and decide if they are like terms, why or why not. So 2 and 3, that is going to be a yes because they are both constants. 3x and 2x, they are both x variables, and so we can combine those and make that 5x, so the answer is yes. 4x and 4y is no, because one is a x and one is a y, so therefore we cannot combine those. The next term is 5ab and 6ab. So we can actually put those together. So this is kind of like 5 apples and 6 apples. We have 11 apples. So yes, we can combine those because they're both AB. 16x squared and 6x. If you go back up here, it does say you have to have the same variable and the same power. This has x squared and that has x. So no, they are not the same, because their powers are different. Nine xy, 7yx. Because of commutative property, we can actually rewrite this as 7xy. So therefore, 9xy and 7xy are the same. They have the same variables. Okay. Now we're going to circle all the like terms in each of the following sets. So we've just got to find what is similar in this group right here. So 5x, does it match with anybody else? It matches with negative 6x, and it also matches with x. So these three are alike. 3y does not match anybody else, and 4x squared does not match anybody else. All right, let's look at the next group. We have 15, which is a constant. Are there any more constants? Here's another constant. A constant is just a number that's by itself, and it can be fractions. Fractions are constants. And here's another constant. So this group is constants. Negative 2j, there's no more j's, and there's no more k's. So, all right, xy. Here's another xy, it's just in a different order. This is x squared y, so that one does not count. Here's another one, and this one does not count because it's y squared. So let's circle these three. This cannot be circled because it has an x squared, which is different than just the x. And this one cannot be circled because that's y squared, and that is not the same as these. All right, last group, negative 5a squared b. Also matches with 3a squared b, also matches with, that's it. 3ab doesn't have anybody else because there's no other ab's, there's no other xy's, and there's no other ab squared. So notice how these are different. This is a squared b, and this is a b squared, so we cannot circle those as like terms. All right. 3a squared and 2a cubed, are these the same? Are these like terms? No, they are not, because their powers are different. FG and 3GF, remember we have distributive property, or not distributive, I'm sorry, we have commutative property. So we have FG and 3FG, so the answer would be yes, they are the same. Because they both have FG as their variables. All right. right, 14x and 5x. Yes, because they both have a variable of x and it's to the same power. And then 12b and 12d, that would be no, they are different variables. All right, so that's all about like terms. Now, why did we learn about like terms? Because now what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to add and subtract them. So combining like terms is the process of adding or subtracting your like terms. Simplifying is the process of now combining those like terms until it's in simplest form. So here are some steps to remember. I can group like terms with their signs, plus or minus. So make sure you look at the sign that's in front of it. Put a circle around the first group of like terms, put a rectangle around the next group, put a triangle around the next group, if any, and then you just add and subtract. So if you don't like to do circles and triangles and stuff, you can just underline. So 14a, are there any other a's? And notice how I'm circling the sign that's in front. So 14a plus 5a minus a. And then my next group, I'm going to put rectangles around, plus 9b plus 3b. There's no other groups, so then now I'm just going to go ahead and combine. 14a plus 5a is 19a. 19a minus a is 18a. 9b plus 3b is 12b. And then that's my answer. All right, I'm going to circle all my x's with the sign that's in front. There's no more x's. Now I'm going to put a rectangle around my next y. And then it looks like I have some more stuff, so I'm going to do a different color. And we're going to do triangles. If you don't like doing the shapes, I'll show you another way you could do this. All right, so 3x plus 9x is 12x. 8y plus 2y is 10y. And 15 plus 6 is 21. So my final expression is 12x plus 10y plus 21. Another way you could do this is just by underlining. So 2w squared, is there anybody else that's alike? 7w squared. And then I have 4w and 6w. And then I have 8. The only thing that's not good about doing it this way is that you have to pay attention to the sign that's in front. So 2w squared, we have 2w squared and plus 7w squared, which is 9w squared. And then we have positive 4w plus 6w, which is 10w. And then we have just 8 plus 8. And there's my final expression, 9w squared plus 10w plus 8. All right, the next group, 2c squared d. Is there any other c squared d's? There's one right here. And then just cd. And then here's another cd. Notice how that's minus 2, so we're going to have to be careful with that one. All right, 2cd squared plus c, or 2c squared d plus c squared d is 3c squared d. And then 5cd minus 2cd is 3cd. And there's my final expression, 3c squared d plus 3cd. All right. So down here, you are going to go ahead and practice these 9 on your own. And what you're going to do is you're going to pause the video right now so that you can complete these. And then when you are ready, unpause it so you can check the answers. All right, here are the answers for 1 through 9. I normally try to put them alphabetically. So like I put my variable a first and then my x and then my constants are always at the end. This one I switched it up on accident. Another thing that I try to do is I try to put my stronger term first. Stronger terms have a bigger power. So this is a power of 2 and this only has a power of 1. So that's why I wrote the g squared first. So that's the order in which I'm putting my stuff. And then m 2m plus t plus 4. Again, the m comes before the t. These have the same power, so therefore I just put them alphabetically. And then if you look over here, jk would actually have a power of 2 for the whole thing, which is stronger than just the j and just the k by themselves. And if you look down here at the bottom, I put the m cubed first because that has a stronger power than the m squared. So that's the order. That's why I put those in that specific order. And it's just standard form. You'll learn about that in Math 1. So I just kind of want to get you prepared for that. Okay, so the only one I really messed up on was this one. I should have written 13a plus 7x minus 5, and that would have been in correct order. All right, if you have any questions, just write them at the bottom or ask tomorrow in class. I hope you guys have a great afternoon.